This video will briefly show you some of the new features on the iPad with iOS 7 that might be useful to you. They include the multitasking screen, spotlight search, control panel, and automatic app updates. The multitasking screen is accessed by pressing the home button twice, and it will show you all of the apps that are currently open on your iPad. You can easily switch to an app by tapping on the icon for the app or the thumbnail picture. Go back into the multitasking screen. Whoops. And what's possibly even more useful is that you can actually close any app that you wish by simply placing your finger on the picture and dragging it off the top of the screen. This is useful for two reasons. For classroom management, you could ask students to close all open apps at the beginning of a course so that during class you could actually quickly and easily check to see what students have been doing when you haven't been standing next to them. Also, by closing apps, you might provide some battery savings, some power savings, depending on the app. Not all apps draw power when they're running in the background, or not all apps run in the background, but some do. So if there's an app that you're not using and you close it, there's a chance that it might help save on your battery. By the way, one tip for having students clear apps is that you can close multiple apps by actually placing your fingers down, your three fingers, on all three thumbnails that you can see, or on two of them, and dragging all of them up at the same time. So you can see you can pretty quickly close apps. Again, you access that by double pressing the home button, the hardware button on the iPad. Note that you cannot close this home screen because that's always there. Now if I go back into the multitasking screen, I can see there are no other apps open, or only apps that I've opened since I've closed all the other ones. Again, this is a quick way to check to see that students are staying on task and using their iPad. The Spotlight search feature is not really new, but the way you access it is. One of the most common uses of search is to find where you put that app icon to run it if you have a lot of apps installed. To do that, place your finger a little bit below the top of the screen. You can't do it at the top. And drag down through the screen. You'll see search comes up and you can type in the app that you want. And press search. And it'll take you right to that app. Note that if you mistakenly drag your finger from the very top of the screen, you will open up the notification center instead of Spotlight search. The control panel is also not completely new, but the way you access it and the way it looks is different. Anytime you're using your iPad, you can drag your finger from the edge of the screen on the bottom up, and it'll open the control panel. The control panel allows you to do a number of things, including adjusting your volume, connecting to an Apple TV, turning wireless on and off, and locking your screen rotation. Locking the screen rotation is very useful if you're walking around a classroom and you don't want the iPad orientation to flip as you move around. One of the most popular new features in iOS 7 is the ability to set apps to automatically update, so that you no longer have to go into the App Store yourself and update your apps. To enable that, go into Settings on your iPad, go to the iTunes and App Store area, look under Automatic Downloads, and enable Updates. To enable any of the features under Automatic Downloads, including updates, you tap on this slider over here. If it's green, it's enabled. If it's white, it's not. Now, any updates to your apps that come out will automatically be installed. You may still want to find out when a new update comes out for an app to see what new features are there or for troubleshooting purposes. In order to see what's changed or to see updates, go into the App Store. Go to the Updates area, which is where you used to have to update all the time. And you can see any apps that have been updated automatically, or actually even ones you've updated manually, the date they were updated, and you'll be able to get to the full information that actually tells you what's changed, just as you would have with manual updates. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions on these topics, please let me know.